Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a fantastic weekend. I am here in the garden for another chicken and garden update. The sun has been beating down on us all day today. It is the longest day when we are filming this. It has been a gorgeous day. I cannot wait to see how much solar power we have generated. I can tell you it's going to be a lot. But I wanted to start over here because I haven't done a whole lot round here in the last couple of weeks. Look. Our sole cherry. And I joke, but it genuinely is our only cherry. All of the other cherries have kind of buggered off, fallen off and died. We've got one cherry. Our apple tree here, the miniature dwarf apple tree with all the different varieties on, we have got some apples growing, which is great. We've got some over there as well. Not so many on that side, but that's okay. These things happened. But look over at this tree here. This is a local variety and it is going big style. Look at all those wonderful apples growing, and it's growing apples all the way up. We're going to have lots of apples. Moreover, the apple tree, the old apple tree over here is absolutely packed with a massive number of apples, and we're going to have a good apple harvest unless something bad happens between now and then. As you can see, I've been cutting the lawn again. But we have so many healthy, lovely potatoes. Some of them have started to flower. I don't think these ones have flowered yet, but the ones on this end have. Let me show you. We have some lovely flowers coming on. They were here yesterday. Where are they now? There you go. Some flowers there, and they are just finishing. But I have had 2 or 3 lots of lovely fresh new potatoes from these, and it's really making meal times so wonderful. I've been able to dig up some potatoes from here and also potatoes from my tubs in the corner. My broccoli is coming on and my parsnips are coming on. Check out these parsnips. Look how healthy they're looking, healthy and happy. And I just cannot wait to have some of these. If I kind of look down here, you'll see, I don't know if you can see, we've got some big girthy boys coming through here. So a couple more months and we're going to have parsnips, and that's great because I'm British and I like parsnips. Parsnips are awesome. We've also had so much happening with the roses. The roses are looking amazing. Let me show you here where the roses are at. I'm just going to swing round so you can see. These roses are amazing. This one particular, I've forgotten its name, but it reminds me of my dear eldest sister, Susan. The anniversary of her passing is next week. She passed in 2018. I can't believe it's been so long. But this was one of her favourite colours, so the pink was one of her favourite colours. So it looks like I've got some leaves there that need to come off, but this rose has just been it's just been growing crazy this year. So in the autumn I do need to cut it back, and I will do, but not right now. Also, this rose here, which is called Rosie the Riveter, I remember this one because just have a look at just how brutal the spikes are on Rosie. And then we've got Pope John Paul. I don't know why it's called Pope John Paul, but that is that one right there. Not that I'm religious, because I'm not. Geraniums are looking great. And at the front of the house here, check out my honeysuckle, as we like to call it in my family. We've got the mint. This is to protect from chickens going in and helping themselves, although it looks like some people have been going in anyway. We've got some sunflowers coming up. This is protecting some of the sunflowers. We've got an iris just chilling and baking its feet, and then the petunias and the irises and the antirrhinums. We've also got some salvias and some petunias in here. Look, check these out. We need to deadhead these. But hanging baskets are fun. Every morning I come out and get rid of some of the dead leaves and then give it some fresh water. Believe it or not, I watered this morning, but it's already bone dry because it's been so so hot today. Also, look at this, nearly all the way to the top. So that's going to be an absolute show when it comes out. I'm so excited to see that. Let me show you what's going on over here though. Chickens are doing great. We did actually move the chicken fence a couple of weeks ago, and I don't remember if I mentioned it in last week's show, but we actually moved the chicken fence. That's a wood pigeon. We moved the chicken fence so they had a little bit more grass, and I need to go and buy some more of this. And my local hardware place, I think, or my local farm store has some of this, a slightly better variant for about $200-300, and should be fantastic. Ashley is doing amazingly well, aren't you, Ashley? Ashley laid me a lovely egg today. We had 5 eggs today, which is wonderful. The strawberries, oh my goodness, the strawberries are producing so amazingly well. I think we've had 4 bowls of strawberries. We had some at lunch today. The big challenge that I'm finding is that these strawberries are attracting all the birds, all the critters. So I'm having to pick them just before they're 100% ripe, because otherwise people come in and help themselves. That methodology seems to be working right now, so I'm quite happy about that. And over here, apart from this guy, which should not be there, you should not be here. Come out. We have carrots growing amazingly well. They've really come on in the last couple of weeks. Onions are doing okay, apart from that one that's been turfed out of the ground by gophers, I think. We've got some more there. But most of the onions are doing okay. The gophers get underneath and they do bad things. I think at some point in the future I'm going to need to redig all of my things and sort out my gophers. But check this out. We've also got raspberries coming. Look at that. Lovely, fresh, yummy raspberry. And the bees are coming and they're pollinating. The raspberry's doing incredibly well this year. Let's check out the herb garden. My oregano that I moved a couple of weeks ago. You wouldn't know it got moved. Same with the thyme. Thyme is restored or something. Sage is going crazy. Rosemary's doing okay. Rosemary's doing away. And over here, the chives, I need to cut some more of these down. Chives prefer to keep, they keep growing and whatnot, but they're just so... They're just so tasty. Meanwhile, check out my corn and my beans and my squash. They are doing incredibly well. The edible corns are not growing as well as these corns over here. And I think it's because I planted them slightly differently. But hey, look, they're doing incredibly well. We've got some radishes coming up here and some other stuff that I've forgotten what it was. I think these might be sprouts, but I need to thin these out, which I'm going to do this weekend, and we'll see what happens. Here you've got more beans growing, as you can see, and some beans coming up in between the corn, and that seems to be working. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, so I cannot complain about that. Over here in the corner, something interesting is happening. So I have oats coming up from the straw that we planted in the winter. So we planted, we didn't plant straw. We put straw down in the winter to protect the garlic. And now the straw, some of the straw had oat seeds in it. And now look, we actually have some oats. And so what I think I might do is actually to rescue some of these oats and then plant them again. I think that's probably the way of doing it. We also have a random barley. Some of our garlic has gone to scapes, which is normal. So I might select some of these and maybe grow some garlic from here. But we'll see. As you can see, some of the critters have got in here as well. It is normal. I'm sure it will be fine. I've already shown you this one. And I've already shown you this one. So let's talk about this patch here. This is my my painted corn. We've got some pumpkins in here. It looks like we've finally got some pumpkins coming. As you can see, the corn is growing really strongly, but no peas. And that's because they were all eaten a couple of weeks ago. So I have started to grow some peas. Excuse me. I have started to grow some peas in the greenhouse with a view to getting those peas sprouted and ready to plant before things get too late in the season, and that hopefully will fix all of the stuff. Now check out my greenhouses. My greenhouse is good. So we have a pepper that is looking incredibly good, despite me accidentally chopping off the top of the pepper a couple of weeks ago. That's great. We've got some peppers growing. We've got the tomatillos growing amazingly well. And then we've got cucumbers. Now, look, we have some cucumber growth. I don't think we've got any female flowers on this particular variety yet. Oh, maybe we do. No, they're still male flowers. So the thing with these is that you have to take the male flowers off, because it's otherwise the female flowers, the fruit will be bitter. But you know what? Right there, that is a cucumber. That is a female flower with a cucumber on the end, as is that one. It's always the case. The ones that you leave in the pots, they're the ones that have started to produce fruit. Peppers are doing great. Watermelons are doing great. My lemon cucumbers are doing fantastically well. You can see they've all changed colour. My lettuce is still growing. I genuinely, if you like lettuce, go buy one of those living lettuces, buy a pot, buy some compost, keep it going, because it really makes a fantastic difference. And then over here, we've got more pickling cucumbers over there. And if you look in that far corner, you should be able to see we actually have some pickling cucumbers growing, which is phenomenal. Nothing from the Chelsea Prize yet, I don't think, but I don't think it will be long before we start seeing some cucumbers here. So these are all cucumbers. Last year, none of my cucumbers produced fruit. This year we're going to have all the cucumbers. Same with the tomatoes. Check out all the flowers on these. Look, we've got some flowers here. We've got some flowers over here. We've got some flowers over here. By the way, these are the peas. Looks like they're just starting to sprout. We've got some peas on that side, and we've got some peas on that side. My mum suggested that I just bit the bullet and grew them inside, because that's easier. And then look at all these wonderful tomatoes coming up. I've actually put some of these into pots, and you can see some of them are growing into the ground. So if you are local and you are a friend and you want some tomatoes, please let me know, because I have way too many tomato plants. Really, way too many tomato plants. Maybe I should start selling them. Maybe that should be the thing I do. Instead of making YouTube videos, I can plant and sell tomatoes. They are looking incredibly well. One of these is a, where is it? This one here. This is another tomatillo. You can tell the leaves look slightly differently, look. That's the tomatillo, and there's a tomato. Tomatoes, there are so many different varieties of tomato. It can sometimes be difficult, but you can compare these leaves and see that they're different. Definitely different. All right, so I have so many plants. One of the things I've done is I'm starting to do care packages for colleagues at the channel. Now, Kate Walton-Elliott, she lives a long way away. She has a garden. She's got plenty of plants right now. Erin lives in a new apartment that they got this year, and unfortunately they have no place to grow. Last year they grew a lot of stuff, this year they don't. So that just leaves Em and his partner. And while I would love to give them one of these and some courgettes or zucchinis, what I'm going to do is I have planted these up today. Now forgive these, they are going to look a little shocked, because I've just planted them, and generally when you move a plant it takes a while for the plant to figure out what the heck's going on. Also I need to sort this out because it's not quite right, but I have planted 2 tomatoes in the tomato cage, and these are cucumbers. They're pickling cucumbers, and if you look here you see we've got little cucumbers on there. on that one and on that one, because I know that Em's partner, they are fond of a bit of pickling cucumber action. So, oh, and also the other one, forgot to tell you about the other one. The other one are potatoes. And if you look, these are potatoes that came from seed. These are seed potatoes. And that is a big boy. Check that out, look. There's a big boy right there. Big ant. Yeah, we have 3 potato plants that grew from seed, and hopefully I can create some very simple instructions and help them grow, because they would love to be able to grow their own stuff. They both admittedly have black thumbs, and I'm hoping to change that. Anyway, tell me what's going on in your garden. Who are you sending care packages to in terms of plants? Because I know I'm not the only one. I will be back next week as per usual, and don't forget to check out the Sunday Musing a little later on in today. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube. They help cover our bills, pay our team, and they make sure that we can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. There are a range of different tiers you can sign up for, from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, just over $10 a year. A massive welcome to our newest supporters: Carol Bulawa, Rolfondo, Michael Owen, Winter, and Wilton Live. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your week of fame. And of course, if you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations. We even have a good old-fashioned P.O. box that you can reach us at. Address you'll find linked below. And of course, if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store in the down below as well. This month, we are celebrating Pride with an amazing new t-shirt design by our in-house artist and animator Erin. You can get yours today by heading to our Redbubble store. We've also got some fantastic content coming up, so make sure that you've hit the subscribe button on either PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we think this one is also well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving.